Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is MarkZ, and you're tuned into Iraqi Dinar. Today, we're taking a deep dive into some pressing issues that have been making waves in Iraq recently. There's been a lot of talk about US sanctions, our ongoing economic difficulties, and the crucial role the Iraqi Dinar plays in all of this. So, let's break it all down. Right now, Iraq finds itself in a tough position. The sanctions imposed by the US on Iran are having serious repercussions on our economy, and, if we're being completely honest, Iraq may feel the impact even before Iran does. But this raises a crucial question. What will Iraq do next? Will the government yield to US demands and cease the flow of dollars into Iran, or will we face severe consequences as a result? Could this lead to the imposition of strict sanctions on Revaluation Bank? There's a lot on the line here. At the same time, rumors have been swirling about the possibility of the Iraqi dinar being revalued. But let's be realistic, the US is unlikely to allow the Iraqi dinar to gain value and float freely in the foreign exchange markets unless these larger economic and geopolitical issues are resolved. The fate of the dinar is deeply intertwined with the country's economic stability and the ongoing international struggles we're facing. While the situation is undeniably complex, there's some encouraging news. This isn't something that will take years to unfold. In fact, changes could come much sooner than expected, depending on how swiftly the Iraqi government navigates these difficult circumstances. The topic has been dominating news discussions in Iraq for the past few days, with a key technical advisor to Prime Minister Soudani making frequent appearances on television. This issue has been a major point of discussion, and I want to unpack it with you. The advisor has been addressing a particularly sensitive matter: citizens hoarding cash. Now, many people might ask, why should I hand over my money to the banks? Isn't it my personal savings? That's a valid concern, but let's take a step back and examine the bigger picture. According to the advisor, if citizens stop keeping large sums of dinars at home and instead deposit them into banks, Iraq's economy could see significant improvement. But how exactly does this work? Why is the government so keen on bringing these cash reserves into the formal banking system? Let's start with the fundamentals. The 30 notes that the advisor refers to are the older Iraqi dinar bills that have been in circulation for quite some time. The idea being proposed is that replacing these older banknotes with new ones could contribute to economic stabilization. But what does that really mean? Essentially, when more cash is deposited in banks, overall liquidity in the economy increases. This allows banks to lend more money to businesses and individuals. Think about it: when businesses have access to loans, they can expand, and expansion leads to job creation. More employment opportunities mean improved economic conditions, which sounds like a win for everyone, right? However, there's a challenge. Many citizens feel uneasy about entrusting their savings to the banks. There is a deep-rooted sense of distrust, and for a lot of people, keeping cash at home feels like the safer option. The fear is understandable. What if inflation skyrockets again? What if the dinar loses value and erodes their savings? These are legitimate concerns that cannot be ignored. So, what can be done? This is where the government must step in and take meaningful action. First and foremost, the authorities need to restore public confidence in the banking system. If people are going to trust financial institutions with their hard-earned money, they need assurances that their funds will be secure and used for productive purposes. This demands greater transparency. The government must demonstrate that deposits are not only safe but also being channeled into projects that directly benefit the citizens. It's not just about having money stored in banks, it's about ensuring that it is being invested in ways that uplift society as a whole. What kind of initiatives could help foster this trust? One major area is infrastructure development. Investing in better roads, schools, and healthcare facilities would have an immediate and tangible impact on people's daily lives. Imagine improved transportation networks, better educational opportunities, and more accessible healthcare. Such improvements would be transformative. Another crucial area is energy. If Iraq can reduce its reliance on imported energy and instead focus on developing its own resources, It would be a game changer for the economy. Additionally, supporting local businesses through grants and financial assistance would stimulate economic growth and job creation. Picture thriving neighborhoods filled with small businesses owned by Iraqi. This would keep wealth circulating within local communities and boost the overall economy. However, it's not just about pumping money into projects. Public participation is key. What if the government actively engaged citizens in discussions about financial policies before implementing them? This would go a long way in fostering trust and making people feel more secure about where their money is going. Building confidence takes time, and the government must consistently deliver positive results to win the public's trust. If they can do that, people may be more willing to move their cash from under their mattresses and into the banks. Now, shifting gears, let's discuss something else that has been making headlines lately: the parallel market. This is where foreign currencies are exchanged outside of official financial institutions, often at fluctuating rates. For a long time, the parallel market was highly unstable, leading to higher prices and confusion. However, in recent weeks, there has been a noticeable stabilization, which is a positive development. But what does this stability mean for the average citizen and for businesses that rely on currency exchange? Well, let's examine the Iraqi dinar's relationship with the US dollar. Recent reports indicate that the dinar has strengthened against the dollar, which is a significant shift. This is good news because it means that our purchasing power is improving. It suggests progress and raises important questions about the future direction of Iraq's economy. The Central Bank of Iraq has been implementing policies to regulate currency markets, and Parliament has been supportive of these efforts. They recognize that a stable currency is essential for a healthy economy, benefiting both businesses and citizens. But how is this playing out in real life? Have you noticed any differences when shopping or exchanging money? For many Iraqis, fluctuations in currency values directly impact the cost of everyday goods and services. Greater stability means fewer unexpected price spikes, which is a relief for those who have to carefully manage their finances. That said, while there is cautious optimism, people remain skeptical. We've seen currency fluctuations before, and we know that conditions can change suddenly. So while the current outlook is positive, many remain wary of celebrating too soon. Analysts suggest that if this trend continues, it could lead to increased investment opportunities. Businesses that have been hesitant to make long-term plans might start feeling more confident, leading to job creation, increased consumer spending, and a stronger economy overall. However, setbacks are always a possibility. Iraq has experienced economic ups and downs before, so no one is getting too ahead of themselves just yet. The key takeaway here is that the stabilization of the dinar in the parallel market could mark a turning point for the economy. If this trend holds, it could pave the way for more investments, job growth, and overall prosperity. That's the optimistic view. But the risk remains: what if this stability is temporary? That's the big question that remains unanswered. So, what are your thoughts? Do you think depositing money into banks will truly help stabilize Iraq's economy? Or is this just another attempt by the government to push for more control? I'd love to hear from you. Do you keep your cash at home? Or do you trust the banks? What steps do you think the government should take to build public confidence? Let me know your opinions in the comments. And if you found this discussion insightful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more in-depth coverage on topics like this. Let's keep the conversation going together. We can figure this out. Until next time, keep questioning, keep discussing, and let's stay informed.